Was a team win. But to come on the road for the second week in a row and have the guys respond and play as hard and as physical. I told the guys in the locker room, back-to-back weeks, that's as hard and physical as I've seen a Bison team play in a while. And I'm so pleased with the way the guys have responded the last couple weeks. Obviously, this is a tough place to play. They play really well at home. They're a very explosive offense. We saw that on a number of occasions. I thought our defense played really, really well. Give Ian Eddie credit. I mean, what a couple plays he made, and they've got some really good skill kids. So I thought we did a nice job on defense. Offensively, we told the guys we're going to commit to running the football. And I don't care if it's a running back. I don't care if it's Easton Stick. We're going to commit to running the football, and that's how we're going to have to grind out wins. And we made a great big play in the passing game, I know, with Easton to RJ that kind of got us out of a little bit of a funk offensively. Then we were able to do, after we did that, I think offensively we were really good. So I'm excited about the big win, and now we just got to get ready to prepare for the next game. Take questions.
Coach, you've been waiting for a 100-yard rusher out of your running back. Describe how big that was today for King to be the guy.
Well, I was so impressed with how hard King ran, how physical he ran. There were some great holes in there, but in the same respect, he broke a lot of tackles, and he showed a good burst. And he ran really, really violent and physical downfield. I mean, using a stiff arm and stuff. It was great. I'm really, really happy for King.
You lose your quarterback, and your freshman's now 2-0 on the road. Thoughts on what Easton's
did a really nice job, and he's going to continue to get better. I thought specifically in the first half there was really tough throwing conditions for both sides. I thought that wind was really a factor, but he stepped up and made a critical throw to RJ when we had to have it, and he's just doing such a good job of managing the football game and doing it within himself. And he had the one interception early in the first half, and I didn't see, he came off the sideline and just said, hey, I made a mistake, and he learned from it, and it doesn't rattle him, which is so important.
Do you feel like you left a lot of points out there today?
Yeah, I think we did. You know, we had a couple of missed field goals. Now, the one I wish, there was, a 40-yarder into the wind. That was probably a little bit out of Cam's range, potentially. What we did, we left a couple out there. I wish we'd have scored right before half. That was frustrating, especially after getting the turnover and getting another opportunity. And then, I didn't see the play. You guys probably did better than I. Did the kid make a great play or an underthrown ball? I don't know.
I was so enthralled with Don's question. Did you commit to the run because Easton is still a young guy and maybe not quite as versed in the passing game as Carson, or was it what you saw?
I think it was both. One, that's where all of our upperclassmen are. That's where a lot of seniors and juniors are. And we just feel like all along we've said our offensive line needs to be the strength of our offense. And we needed to ride those guys for the last couple of weeks. And they've done a phenomenal job, as well as with the added dimension of Easton doing a great job running the football. I think it makes us much more difficult to defend as far as, are you going to key on the running backs or are you going to key on Easton?
Brock never ran for 100 yards. Jensen
didn't he? Never. I did not know that.
In his career. Easton's done it 2 games in a row.
Yeah, and Carson's mad at me because we're running read zone now, and we didn't run it with Carson.
What is it about his ability to be able to pick and choose, pick his yards?
I think he's a one-cut runner. I think he's a really fast kid, and he's 210 pounds, so he's got very good strength. But he did a great job reading a couple of those and pulling it, sticking his foot in the ground and getting vertical. And how about the play he made on our first touchdown? I thought that was a phenomenal play. That was a veteran play.
Does it feel good to get back to that running game? It's kind of like old school Bison football from the last 3-4 years, where you just pound another team into submission.
Yeah, and that's what we have to do. I mean, we have to grind out Valley wins, and for those guys, we need to be able to run it. I don't know how many times we ran it today, guys. Probably not 57, but I bet pretty doggone close. And we need to be 45 plus in rushes, and hopefully we were there today. I told Tim we scored too quickly a couple times, which put the defense back out. Give Southern Illinois' offense credit. That's a well-designed, well-planned-out offense, and they run it really well.
Injuries, you got Trey.
I saw Trey get a concussion, so we'll get evaluating him. I saw Chase come off the field late, and I didn't see what happened to him. And then you guys probably know more than I do how much Greg played.
Board of linebacker now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Peterson, you wanted to put Ben in to be surge in the second half?
Yeah. Let's go with the fifth-year senior. And we alternate those guys. every kick in practice anyway. And I just on the road in a tough environment, I said, okay, nothing with Cam. I talked to him in the locker room. I said, you got to bounce back, and I know you will. He's a great demeanor kid, so I don't worry about that. But we just went with Ben.
2 of the last 3 at home. To get these 2 on the road, how big is this setting up the home stretch?
It's big. I don't know what it puts us at now, but gets us closer to our goals, of potentially being in it for the Valley title and potentially a playoff berth. But in the same respect, we've only got 6, and you know better than I do how many we need to have. So we're going to enjoy this win. We know we've got a really good football team coming in at Western Illinois that should have probably beaten us last year. You guys know that.